Owens with Phenomenal Business Solutions, and I help car dealerships streamline their finances, increase their profits, and grow their businesses. Today, I'm going to be talking to you again about buy here, pay here. I didn't mention this last week, but I am actually going to be doing a series over the next several weeks on buy here, pay here, so that you can fully understand how to run a successful buy here, pay here program through your dealership. So let's jump right into it. So this topic really matters because it could be a real game changer or a cash flow killer. And many dealerships will jump in without fully understanding the trade-offs. And knowing the pros and cons can help you make smarter decisions. And we're going to break it down so that you can see if, number one, if this is for you, or also if you want to try it and make sure that it works successfully. So the good part of it is that when you run a successful buy here, pay here program, you can increase your profits per vehicle because in addition to your selling price, you get to determine the interest that you make on that within the laws of, within the credit consumer laws, but you get to make your profit. Then you get to also add on services like warranties and service um, packages and different things like that. So you get to increase the profit per vehicle because you have control over that with your own financing versus when you do third party financing, they get all the benefits of that. Then you get greater control over financing terms and approvals. So you get to determine who you offer this service to and how much money you make when you do that. You also get the recurring revenue. Every month you're going to get payments, whether it's biweekly, weekly, or monthly. You got steady money coming in every month. So sometimes in those slow months, you can count on the money that's coming in from your buy here, pay here income. And you also get stronger customer retention and loyalty because, again, you have a relationship with these people because you are communicating with them on a monthly basis. And so you have the opportunity to strengthen your relationship with your buy here, pay here customers. The bad part of it is that it's high administrative and collection workload. So if it's only you working in the lot, it might be stressful to also run your buy here, pay here because things can get out of hand and things can get behind. And if you're not able to look over everything, that could cause a problem. It could also strain your cash flow if people are paying late. So you are expecting a certain amount of money every month, but we all know that sometimes things happen and your customers may have to get a payment arrangement or pay later, or even with following up on the collections, it could stifle your cash flow that you're expecting for that month. So you need to make sure you have a plan for that as well. You also have higher default and repossession risk because you are working with subprime people who did not qualify for the third party financing. They are more likely to default on their loan as well as a repossession. And repossessions cost money as well. And it's a lot more compliance and licensing requirements. So you already know that running a dealership has a lot of compliance and a lot of rules and regulations. So running buy here, pay here, you got even more rules that you have to pay attention to and keep track of because they change a lot. Now, it can be very profitable. If you do decide to do buy here, pay here, make sure that you have strict underwriting and approval policies. There are laws against discrimination. So if you have a written plan out, you can make sure that you are being fair across the board and using the same criteria for each customer that comes in. So you're not discriminating against who you offer it to and who you don't. You can also use specialized software to manage the payments and reports. I used Dealer Center. They have a buy here, pay here center in the software that will allow you to keep track of payments and write notes. And also, it will send out automated text messages and emails if you pay for that service. So look into the software that you're using first and see if they have the buy here, pay here portal on there, or you may have to get a third party for that. And also monitor your receivables weekly and follow up quickly. So if you have a customer that's on weekly payments, you don't want them to get out more than a week late. So if you check it on them weekly, then you will know when it's time for you to check and see, the following week if they've made a payment or not, and if you need to follow up on that. Bi-weekly, I would say give them about a week. If they are monthly, give them about 2 weeks to follow up and see what's going on if they haven't made a payment. Also, you need to separate tax, interest, and principal in your accounting because in some states, you only pay the sales tax based on what your customer paid in that particular month. So if you go in and you pay for the whole amount of sales tax for the whole cost of the vehicle, then you are possibly going to pay too much because if you end up having to repo the vehicle, now you've overpaid on the sales tax that you were not having to pay. So make sure you keep that information separate and pay accordingly and just look at your state laws and see what you can do about that. Now, you want to make sure is buy here, pay here right for you and your dealership. It's not going to work for everybody, and you have to be honest with yourself about if you can handle this type of business strategy. So, do you have the capacity to manage the back end? Like I mentioned, if you are the owner and operator and it's only you, it might be very difficult to run buy here, pay here because you have to keep track of what's going on because if it gets too far out and you're not getting payment, then it could be a real hassle. Are you prepared to handle collections professionally? Are you going to go by the book when it's time for repossessions? Are you going to properly notify the customers and stay within the laws to do your repossession? Can your cash flow support the delayed payment? Do you have a good buffer? Do you have a line of credit? Do you have money that can pay your bills if someone defaults on their payment? Are you committed to tracking every dollar in and out? Again, is your accounting solid? Are you entering your information properly? Are you able to run a report and have accurate data? Are you ready for that? If you need assistance, if you would like to offer buy here, pay here services in your dealership and you don't have the staff available for that, that is something that I can assist you with. I can assist you with coming up with a plan. I can assist you with your underwriting criteria and even managing the buy here, pay here. I can assist with calling to remind your customers for their payment. And even with the repossession, I can help you with the paperwork that's involved for that. So if you need assistance with any of that or any aspect of your dealership, you can reach out to me and schedule your free profit and cash flow analysis with me at angelaJowens.com/calendar. If you haven't already downloaded my ebook, it's at angelaJowens.com/5mistakes. I really would love to sit down with you and see how we can partner up and help you get you to success. Again, Angela Owens with Phenomenal Business Solutions. Have a wonderful Tuesday.